A lot of people are pissed about the left-right cheese some players are exploiting, but if you can't beat them, you don't have to join them. Today I'm gonna show you guys an elite 3&D build that'll help you shut that nonsense down. Now for this build, we're obviously gonna go with a red and green offset primary green pie chart. And next, you guys can choose what you wanna do. I went with speed and acceleration. Now the fun part, we're gonna set his potential and shoot for max shooting and max defense. If you do it just like me, you're gonna come away with a total of 54 badges. Before we do anything, looking at his 3-ball and his steal rating, you can already see we've got a lot to work with. Now when it comes to body shape, you guys can do what you want. I tend to go with built because I'm gonna minimize his body weight for more speed and acceleration, and I still want some kind of size to him. Now we got him at 6'4" and 175 pounds. His speed is a 91, acceleration 90 already. Now here's where you guys can play around and make your own changes. I'm going with an 85-inch, 7-foot wingspan for max defense. Now to take a closer look at his attributes, starting with his finishing, nothing to really gawk at, but one thing to note that he's gonna have a lot of speed and he can definitely still finish at the rim. With a max wingspan, you still come away with a 90 mid-range and an 89 3-ball. You guys already know that on current gen 2K22, an 89 3-ball is considered really high because you can still do a lot of damage with a much lower rating. When it comes to his playmaking, you max out with an 82 pass accuracy and a 78 ball handle. A 75 is all you need to unlock the shifty or quick dribble styles, which add for more speed and quickness. On defense, you've got an 89 perimeter D, a 90 lateral quickness, and a 97 steal rating. All you need to do is build just a little takeover and you'll be going crazy on defense at all times. And not to mention, you'll have an 81 defensive rebound for a 6'4" guard. And last but not least, if you grind this build to 99 and win an NBA championship for the Gym Rat badge, you'll have a 99 speed and a 98 acceleration. You talk about being a massive problem on offense and defense, getting steals, clogging the passing lanes, leaking out, cherry picking, knocking down threes. Not to mention he's still quick enough to have some decent handles. You're gonna be a big problem for any opponent and a major plus to any team on both ends of the court. Shout out to my man Solo Slick for recommending the build. I made some slight modifications, but this is a good example of the build at 99 overall, but without the Gym Rat badge. Now I strongly recommend you guys go with Lockdown Takeover or Sharp Takeover to exploit his better attributes. But for the purpose of this test, I went with playmaking to see if he can get some ankle breakers. When it's all said and done, we have a two-way sharpshooter with shades of Joe Dumars, Donovan Mitchell, and Klay Thompson. I don't know about the Donovan Mitchell part though. Feel free to pause the video to see what badges I go with. Keep in mind this vid was actually filmed well over a month ago, so some of these badges I probably wouldn't go with now, but we're only going against the AI in this test, so it doesn't really matter, and obviously you guys can make any change you want to any of the badges you guys need. Like now I would go with Quick Chain and Stop and Go, and I'd probably take off Chase Down Artist and go with Gold Tireless Defender so I could be a demon on defense at all times. And once again, I want to give a big shout out to you guys in the community for responding to my tweets, specifically Solo Slick for coming up with this build or maxing it out and sharing it with me. I actually made some changes myself. We had some great discussions in DM about it. Took me a long time to make this video because there's been some changes with regards to season 2 and how like some of the badges were missing at first, but now I can put this vid out in confidence knowing that you guys are gonna get the same build that I made. And yeah, this build goes crazy as I knock down the buzzer beater. I was shocked at how well this build can actually run the offense, so you don't have to look at this build like it's only an off-ball build. This build can definitely run the offense with his ball handle and the playmaking badge if you go with the playmaking takeover. But I still, personally, I recommend going with the defense. Either that or the sharp takeover, because you're gonna find yourself down court on fast breaks, cherry pick situations, putting up 30, 40, 50 points in the rec center really quickly, because this is a catch and shoot build. This is a build that can light up the scoreboard and also obviously play defense, rip people on ball, and be a problem in the passing lanes. As I get this jump pass, swift assist. down to Dwight Howard. Really good players can bring the ball up with this build and be a good distributor. So you can do a lot of work offensively. It's really good to play for one of the better teams in the league, especially like the Lakers, the Clippers, any team that already has a big 2 or a big 3 so you can get that gym rat badge. I think a two-way sharp in the current climate of 2K, considering the left-right cheese meta, this would be a fire rebirth build. And as you can see, I'm building towards a triple-double. We get that steal on the inbound, pull up, and knock it down. And what's even crazier is that you could put up a triple-double with this build in the rec center. 10 points, 10 assists could come easily, and play great defense, get 10 steals. You'll come away with a nasty triple-double. You'll be one of those builds that everyone has to sit up when they play against you and they see you in the rec center or see you in any kind of lineup. They're like, damn, I gotta start playing for real now. And same goes for the park. You'll be running off those dumb screens, locking up the left-right cheese, at least getting a hand up and bothering everybody. And this is just for those guys that don't feel like joining that team. Like, you don't want to make the 5-9 score. You just want to play great defense and lock it up. Maybe you've just been pissed all this time, trying to look for ways to shut it down. This might be the best option, or one of the best options in the game, to where you can play great defense and still be a major problem, scoring a lot of points on offense as well. And pro tip, you can rep this build up to 92 overall in the rec center. Don't go any higher than that. You'll consistently play against the lower level players, and you can get all of your badges just like that really quickly. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the two-way sharpshooter. It's your boy Shake. As always, smack that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Got a great clip in from Emritu.
Oh, let's go! Stop playing! Stop playing!
He greened that with a hand in his face.
Oh, let's go! Stop playing! Stop playing! Whoa!